for the back of
Don't get a good one.
All right, let's get the show on the road again.
I got a new one. It's got one lower one, so it's two right together.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Bob, you got the floor.
Some of our parts for Grand Canyon Bridge got delayed, so they're not working on it yet. They were hoping to do it over the weekend and today. That's no parts yet, or some parts, but not all of them. Hopefully pretty soon. Carl's supposed to let me know. He's gonna talk to him and see. And getting ready for the Blacktail Bridge next week. New grader showed up down in Lyman. We're gonna go through it tomorrow.
What's down there now?
Yeah, they delivered it, and then the tech guys are gonna go down and go through it with us. So,
Did you say the Lima? New grader?
and then I guess we're meeting tomorrow with the Forest Service up at Elkhorn, the Clark Creek.
What time is that, you know?
9:30.
Oh, that's right, yep, okay.
We'll come here and pick you up. The cat guys are gonna stop here before.
I'll just meet you up there.
Okay. Going along.
So he might want to check, is that what you're,
Maybe.
maybe?
I think so. Probably.
Probably, so. So Becky, I guess now we might have to, did you get him, but he hasn't got an invoice or nothing for it yet, but he got it in his hot little pocket, I'll guarantee you. He ain't gonna go very far without it. Alright,
As I said, asked him if he needed stuff signed and stuff, and he said, no, you guys already signed. But he thought he'd be here around 8:30. And are you going tomorrow too, to Elkhorn? Okay. And then we'll meet John up there.
Bring your babies in. Oh, wait, you can't. Wait, I'm sorry. But the hot spring isn't totally open. I'm just kidding.
No, we're just looking at the road.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Hey, Nick.
We're doing interviews this afternoon for the commissioners. Yeah.
And.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Nick?
Scale house is set. I got power. West Electric's supposed to be up Wednesday to hook it all up, and then the scale guy will be there all week, and he should be up and running there. Other than that, we fixed Ellis. Yeah, we fixed Ellis. We got the heating working up there finally. It probably hasn't worked in what, God knows how long. I got the parts, we'll get some of them ordered. Other than that, just plug along. So we're working on it. Scale software, still don't know an exact ETA on that.
hey, the road departments always have a conference for them and clerk and recorder doing it. Do the solid waste people have a annual conference where they get together?
They do. I think the last one was down in Texas.
Oh, Jesus, I mean in Montana.
No.
Oh,
But I think the rooms were at $400 or something like
The
that.
Molo stuff.
Well, no, they have the waste color conference thing. They have them
Oh,
a couple
yeah,
times a
yeah,
year,
that
but it's like,
crap.
I'm not gonna spend thousands of dollars doing that there.
yeah, but I just, the reason I was wondering that is last week Cascade County went through a big hearing on solid waste fees. And I know you guys traveled a little bit and stuff, but it'd be nice to see where everybody's at, sort of what they're doing around the
See, and
state on that.
we get a lot of that at the Molo stuff, like right now, Flathead. The last time we were up there, what, 3 years ago? They were just boasting about how much money they were making and yada, 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 and now they're raising their rates in the next 3 or 4 years. to quite a bit more.
I know this
They
does
raised
get
it up
it.
incrementally because they got, I don't know, how do you really explain that?
A lot of people.
It sounded like they,
Well, of course,
had a
everybody's moving in there. and a
miscalculation
lot
is
of
what
people.
we gathered.
But they also have, I wouldn't say they're a giant landfill, but what, they have 35 employees or something, I think?
It was over 30.
Yeah, it was like, they were loaning money to the road crew and stuff like that. They were just boasting about how much money they had. Now all of a sudden they're raising all their rates.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's weird the way that, because we got that one fund we gotta keep in there for the state, which is over $1 million now to close that thing, which is, I guess, a lot of money. But Cascade County went from $120 a year. They were gonna go 50%, which puts it at 180.
Really?
And after the hearing, they decided to only go 45% instead of 50.
Are they hauling all their garbage out?
That's, I said, I don't know, they got 3 or 4 different dumps around that place, and
Okay.
then the city's on, inside that pays that other. So I don't know, that's why I was just curious about that, you know, with all this
It
stuff.
sounds like everybody's rates are kind of.
That I think we ought to maybe look at some of this
The
serious
last-
stuff.
At the last meeting we were at.
Fuel and equipment costs.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like.
Well,
everybody's
yeah,
raising-
nothing's getting cheaper.
Well, no,
It just-
obviously, right. So it sounds like everybody's raising the rates a little bit at the last meeting we were at.
Well, you can't go through what we've gone through the last 4 or 5 years without having to have a serious look at something. So anyway, all right.
But as far as the conference, they're all basically managed smart except for that Molo.
But I'd start gathering that stuff if you would, because I think we'll be looking at it.
I think we got a pretty good idea though
We do, we actually looked it up online in the paper and found out what.
Yeah, but I mean, visiting Missoula and Butte and Logan and all that, it gave us a pretty good idea what other people are doing and how they're handling it.
And Missoula's
a lot of
a
it
little
really
different.
is-
It's private.
Yeah,
I think, and a lot of it is what we found out, it's based off the records, which we don't have a good record until we implement the scale.
okay, good deal.
So I think we're on the right path,
We are.
right?
Yeah, we're moving in the right direction. A lot better than where we were. And that's all I got.
Jack,
Let's see, last week when I did some soil samples for a producer, we had a great estate planning workshop Wednesday night. Had about 16 people come. This week, I'm going to Wisdom to do more soil samples, and then 4-H enrollment begins tomorrow. So that's gonna be, probably the rest of the week is 4-H enrollment, so. That's about it, it's gonna be a pretty quiet week, I think.
David?
Busy weekend. We gotta make arrangements here this morning to go to, I'm not sure where we're going yet, here or the juvenile. If it's either Great Falls, Missoula, maybe Billings. So Sky's working on that right now. Kind of Friday night at 2:20, I got a call from Clark County. Guy thought he had somebody in his horse trailer. He stopped in Idaho Falls, fueled up, thought somebody jumped in his horse trailer. He's headed up north to get a load of pigs. He come in the X on there and there was nobody in the trailer. Continued on the next day, about 3 o'clock, he's coming back through line and his truck catches fire. So I found a home for 35 pigs real quick. My pickup, I got my pickup this morning, still smells like pig shit. So,
Oh, that was that smell.
that was that smell. So, but they loaded them up last night and they're gone, so. Couple of rest over the weekend, gotta go pick someone up in Missoula on a warrant, and that's about it.
Sean?
It was kind of a quiet week last week. I enrolled Sean Ballard into boiler class last week, so we'll be getting him set up. He'll be gone. It's a four-week class that's an 8-hour thing in November, so he'll be gone for most of the month of November, a day a week. And other than that, we're just trucking along, trying to get a little bit of deep cleaning done and slowly start working outside, getting it ready for winter.
Hey, Becky?
I've just been busy trying to get Nick to hire me full-time to run the scale house. So I couldn't make a lot of money because I've already spent all Bob's.
I should be honest about it. Oh my God, I love it.
That's honesty right there.
That is, it's honest, that's about it.
Has it been 6 months?
Ron,
Going pretty quiet, didn't have any subdivisions turned in, so no planning board for the month of October. PLT subdivision, which is a 2-lot subdivision out on the old highway, which has part of the storage shed business out there. They're moving forward towards final plat, so that'll probably be coming across your desk in a week or two. Other than that, just a couple surveys to review this week, so it's really quiet.
Mike,
I was gone last week for the county superintendent's fall conference, and I volunteered to do a bunch of little things, so I didn't get nominated for an office. I've successfully managed that for 3 years now. On Thursday of last week, we went to Jackson. We had our first health fair, and we'll have the second one out at Wise River on this Thursday. We did Rural Fridays up at college. They're just doing it 5 times this semester, so last Friday was the second one, and it went very well. The kids are really enjoying it. The college kids are doing a great job. And then we had Rural Friday or Rural basketball Saturday last week and the week before, so we're half done with our competitions. And I think that's about it for me.
Casey,
I was just gonna mention the interviews this afternoon. Becky and I will be gone for 2 days next week to financial training. So we'll both be out of the office the 9th and the 10th. Healthy Is will be coming back in October. We haven't actually pinned down a date yet because the last date that Bob and I talked about moving to doesn't work for Healthy Is. So we're still kind of up in the air on the date. So we'll get that figured out and notify everybody. So that's about it.
okay, Casey.
So last week and this week, I have judges coming in that are working on the absentee ballots, which will be available in-person pickup starting on the 7th, and we'll mail all of them out on the 11th. We also have the public testing that starts next week for the counting machine and also the express vote. So I'll need to have the break room all spiffed up because that's when we bring all of our machines down there. So, and that starts next week. So, yeah. Rocking and rolling.
Paul,
I was down and out last week for health reasons. Stacy, thank you, stepped up and got things done for the commissioner's support person. Other than that, that's about it.
Joyce,
Still busy running around getting inspections done. And I just talked to our sister department in Tulsa, Oklahoma this morning, because we have to get this grant paperwork all submitted by the end of the year so we can get our big check from the FDA. And so I'm making sure to get all that done here. Hopefully most of it done this month. And just an update on, we have like 17 Airbnbs that have new licenses in Beaverhead County so far this year. So that's kind of the biggest growing category.
Do you know how many we had total?
Yes, that we maybe have like
It's always gonna be a guess with those.
30, 40. But they don't always register with us, and that's the other thing. So I think it's only part of what's really out there.
Joyce, I missed that. What'd you say? They still need what? License inspections?
So
Airbnbs?
they have been inspected, all of them, yeah. They have, in order to get licensed, they have to be inspected, so I've done all that. It's just that.
This is the ones that contact our office.
New
who get
ones.
licensed.
Or the ones that I track down.
Okay.
And then they go, oh yeah, I didn't know I had to do that. But anyway, yes, it's a growing category just because I think we're getting more people that want to do those for obvious reasons. So I've been running around doing a lot of those lately, but also other inspections too. So, but other than that, everything's great.
I guess I'm back here, at least for the time being. So last week I was in Bozeman, Sorry, Sky.
That's
For
what it
a,
is to me. I live in Dillon.
for some FEMA classes and got through that unscathed, or sort of. Then, what am I doing this week? We got a DES conference in Butte starting tomorrow that goes through Thursday, so Rochelle will be up there for that. Rochelle and I will be up there for that. Getting kind of the fall storm of permitting, septic permits turned in right now. People still want to move on their properties this year, and we're working on scheduling we have scheduled a LEPC meeting for the 15th of October, where we're gonna start going over all this ice jamming stuff. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of people in the room, kind of the stakeholders on it, say from Bureau of Rec, Fish, Wildlife, and Parks, some of the citizens that were affected by this thing, and kind of hash it out. And I don't know if we're gonna come up with a plan. I'm not gonna go out there and say that, but we're gonna kind of get things, or just have a discussion on it. So that's
What time's your other PC meeting on 15th?
I don't remember.
We got commission on the 15th.
Yes. Yes, Rochelle was working on the schedule on that.
Okay.
The lawsuit that was filed against the sheriff and I has been dismissed. So that's good. We're undefeated getting sued so far. Working on some various records requests. A lot of people, it's my understanding, those ramp up on election years. Scheduled a meeting for Saturday, October the 5th to tour and discuss a few things with the Gillick family transfer issue we're trying to get done, and then researching some stuff on trying to enforce some ordinances, some county stuff, garbage and gates across roads, and trying to get that all put to bed. And then we're trying to figure out maybe some more information on some old cold cases, 30 years old kind of stuff. And hopefully we have some good news. Sheriff's working on that with Mr. Kraft as well, and so hopefully we have some good news on that coming up. But other than that, heavy caseloads and trying to keep the criminal justice system, trying to keep the wheels greased.
Either one of you guys got anything?
Did you get the application for your road guy out?
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
okay,
posted.
okay, that's the only other one.
Would you please stand up and show how much you've grown? Come on.
I'm wearing heels, so I'm quite tall.
She's been doing all kinds of maneuvers. She's got that many heels on.
Whatever.
I told her to duck because she's gonna hit her head on the top of the door. Anybody else?
This way too.
Yeah.
Pretty good sized soles on your boots too. Bob.
Yeah. well,
Thank you.
Anybody else? That's it? Yes, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Are you gonna be on Cold Case TV?
Oh,
No, it wasn't.
Mostly, it seems like they're, the ones that are visiting with me are the ones that have a total cabin on the property and they use it. Sometimes
I don't remember. I go.
but all the times it's not being used.
I don't know, I
They
absolutely.
open it up for storage, right?
But it's sort of like the second house, their mother-in-law house on the property.
Yeah.
I mean, I was wondering, it's like, just separate house.
I go back.
So here's the thing. I just want to make sure I'm back.
I doubt myself.
So the state, so that tourism tax is already taken out when they
No, this is the property.
register.
This is.
Nobody ever checks it.
This is.
Unless you're the IRS, like we said, we'll call it.
Well, considering my boss is
But I can give you a list also, I have to, all right. Basically,
Obligation on family transfer.
they're a combination of like, there's a few in town, like, the tap house, he has rooms upstairs. And he's not gonna use the tap house anymore, he's gonna turn the bottom part into like a commercial. So he's just,
Put him down on
they're
the
sold
floor
for
and he's
forever.
running around up
The
there.
way I want it. But he's a commercial anyway, we're talking like the residential people that have this extra little house that they kind of sometimes put their family in. They're the ones that are probably worried, or even the ones that use part of their house.
Little
and
girl
people
come
let
off
you
the bench
Airbnb,
over
so
there.
it's a
She
room in
wasn't
their
that
house.
far.
Those are the ones I don't have, those are most of the people that don't wanna call me.
But they were, he was looking one way
I
and
gotta
she was looking the other way and they ran into
We
each other.
need another part-time person to just keep searching Airbnb
said-
and find them for me, it's
Got
just doing
swelled
that takes a long
And
time.
lip
But-
swelled up.
Yeah, how's that tax?
He was pretty hard. How much is that?
Well, it makes
He
no
said, well, he fell down again at
I'm a
home.
duck
He said,
person.
it got worse.
Rental property, so then you have people that can't find a place to live because so many of them are taking up
Yeah.
tourism homes. And so people that wanna rent.
Oh, is that right?
students, they can't find apartments. So it's kind of hurting that.
Oh,
Yeah, you know,
and
both,
got
I mean.
tripped on one of them.
But in the city
and
limits,
unplugged her
limit
Oh.
how many more Airbnbs can be in Bozeman because it was.
I mean,
in
so
place
then
where so many people were doing
the
them,
mother,
there was no rentals
one
available.
that's with the
People can't
water
find anywhere to live.
damn.
So
got a hold of me
the
right
city put
here
a
and was
ordinance that
carrying
they
him
can't, they
out.
have
And he
to
didn't want to be
only have
carried.
so many, yeah. So that is, yeah,
Oh, you just told me.
it'll be interesting what they do, I don't know. But in
Right,
some
that
ways, they're
Thursday
making
gets
so
them
much
started.
money off Norm.
Yeah, we got
And
another
they
one.
are,
waiting.
maybe they should tax, and they should take the tax and put it into something that
That's
creates
the last one. I
apartments
said,
for
yeah.
people that can't find anywhere to live, I don't know, but it's causing a problem all over the country, by the way, because it came up at a conference in that one in Nashville. Somebody out of, I forgot where he was, but he said these Airbnbs are killing us because our residents are working in businesses in town can't find a place to live. And then like, it's like that everywhere, so yeah, but.
MOUs.
All right.
Yay. The Christmas account thing.
All right, that's gonna be fun. I'm so excited. So when does your conference start?
Wednesday, yeah.
Which is why we don't have somebody to do our papers. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be me.
To keep the account open. For this.
Pretty sure.
No,
I might be
put the toast out.
voluntold, but
Nothing's been done, nothing's been reserved.
Yeah.
especially after you.
Okay, maybe we can talk about that later. Okay, did you guys have any?
But-
Christmas party?
No,
You can come up Tuesday, don't you?
he's not doing it. Maybe he's
Crazy
not.
as it sounds.
Okay, so
Now
nothing's
is
been
when
Whatever
reserved.
goes on for the council
Nobody
on
knows
Wednesday
anything
night.
about it.
As far as I
just
know,
found
he's
out
not
that
doing
Taylor and Rochelle closed out the Christmas
Right,
account
it was
because they didn't want
good.
their names on any.
I'm
But
not-
the boss hasn't said
So
anything.
we don't even have our Christmas.
I'm
So
not-
I'm hoping. I'm not even sure I could fit all that crap in my car. I mean, I probably could.
But that's why I just
I
said
have
yes to the city,
a
maybe the
capacity,
admin
weight
assistant
capacity of like
for
900
you guys
pounds.
and
So
myself
on that
on the account. That
It's
way
not
we
even a
can
truck.
again.
I'm like, well,
Or
maybe
you want to do
subtract
commissioners.
shoes.
So.
Be nice, oh,
I don't know.
One of us
I don't
is
know.
on it, but I don't
Never had to,
remember
but it's
who.
probably.
I don't think I was.
No, Becky and
I
Jason
just
said they
take it
closed
Tuesday
it
night
down.
and, you know, go
They
grab
didn't want
dinner,
their
but
names on
sometimes
it,
it's
so
slow.
when they.
I don't wanna be
Taylor
there till
left, so
one
they came
AM,
to that.
waiting for the punks to load
Who
my
did
car,
that?
you know?
No, but,
We're not
Yeah.
paid enough for that.
So, but I think we need to get on that. I mean, a lot of places have probably reserved because the end of the game.
When?
Carly,
So-
Carly was on.
Alvarez doing it?
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, if you will help until we get the new person onboarded,
Of
I
course.
mean, we'll,
Would
we
you
can,
guys just not
obviously,
talk
we're in
when
the
you
middle
don't
of the
have to?
elections right now too,
Oh,
so.
there's a folder in there, let me look at that too. Nice to
Well,
hear that
and
you guys are getting along
Becky
so
and
well.
Stacy thought maybe the cash that came out of it was in
Well, at
that
least it's not
folder.
open hostility. Like certain
So,
prior,
here's that.
sure,
Carly.
or prior years.
Had cash quite a few times.
Did you guys, were you
Yeah.
on this in Clark?
I usually did too, personally. Yeah, but there's not even the account to contribute to right now. So, We're only a couple months away, so.
My sister, she has one of
What's
those
that?
chairs.
Get this all here with Bill talking.
Oh, yeah. So you and I can. Yes, I just thought about that, and I asked him, I said, we have no idea, we have not reserved anything or did anything like. Hey.
I remember, I
So
think, there was this comment, some bank.
if they close it out, the girls closed it out.
Who closed it?
Apparently Taylor and Rochelle. Taylor, I guess, wanted her name off of it before she left, which I understand that.
I figured I could just last call Taylor and find out where
The binder. Well, Stacy and Becky thought the money's probably in that binder. It's like, so
Where's the binder?
she has it, I think, so, yeah. But if nothing else, yeah, but if nothing else, you know, definitely have one of you guys on that, so it doesn't get closed again.
I remember Taylor being a part, I remember her up there on the show.
Yeah, but Stacy doesn't want nothing, that, she's not a party planner at all, so
Which is fine.
that's why I said if Cindy and I can try to get the ball going.
You gotta At least book the place we're gonna have it. That's the hard part.
Well, yeah, and we're already at almost October 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the hard part.
yeah, so,
The Christmas party?
yeah,
Why not? It's a 4-H bill.
So we'd have to cook it.
Yeah.
We up to the
Yeah. yeah, and you guys have cooked for a long time.
Yeah, that, we cooked for a while.
Yeah, long time. Yeah,
Then we just bowed out of that.
Yeah.
well,
that's-
yeah,
that's a
because
big
did your
deal.
wife pass out or something?
Well, she was, I think because she didn't eat, that she finally corrected. She was
Yeah.
way off there. She goes along and never eats.
Would the
Yeah.
college cater?
Oh, it's in the newspaper. No.
They don't do that?
They don't cater. No, we had a quick day of,
Yeah.
so I got up there like a festival of trees.
Right.
Because they didn't like bringing all that food
Food in.
clear across.
Right.
But they cook it there, but then you had run the little trucks.
Right, and I would bet they're probably already booked by now, I mean, we could call and check, but,
And I've
Where
never
we
been.
had it, was in our home.
yeah,
That's easy.
Yeah.
So they just go up the elevator.
right, if it's still open at this state of the game.
You don't go there and just-
So, yeah, Cindy's gonna check and Vern will work on it, okay,
Had rope around that, pickup just took off.
That, when there's,
Idea was to hang on to the sled.
Christ, I can't remember how many
And
years
truck
ago.
went up the hill.
but it's 60, 80.
That's a pretty big crowd.
But it's hard to cook.
Anyway, guys
Yeah.
gotta keep up with the
But we
snow
didn't
went
sure
down,
built
and went under the snow all the way up.
I never thought about that. I was
So she
thinking,
just get her up top the hill,
I don't know.
That
That
catered
catered,
in the hospital thinking, you know.
used to be 2 or 3 people in town that catered.
I don't think there is.
No.
No, I think that's nice. Rich might, he get there in class and he was gonna turn it over. to
Turn it
his
back
kids,
down,
and he
and
said,
do it all
"No."
over again.
That car's in just right.
Shannon McWilliams' grandma did it and she just got old and she quit.
That's how you talk about people who pass away.
They change it. They don't use
What?
Did you say grandma?
Mainly what Sky had, so it's,
Never mind.
that's pretty much the same.
Evidently you can't hear me either.
I can hear you, just fine.
What the hell did I say?
Something
Sky and
about
Calvin
Biddet?
worked on it, I guess, because I had one.
Bid it?
Biddet, grandma Biddet.
Told Jeremy I died.
Yeah, you
Was the
said
county
that.
commission to make a
You said
decision one way or
Biddet.
another.
And I asked you
That's
why
easy.
you
Well,
used
she
that
was-
terminology.
Well, she was did the job.
She's been doing the catering.
I don't know if they.
I think you misunderstood what you.
Oh.
She did it all the time.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
not
So
bit,
much of
not bit it.
That's what I thought.
She
See,
did it so many ways.
okay. I probably caught half of what you said. Apparently, that was the worst idea.
The worst part of this is they charge so much transport from where they cook it, to where they serve it, because you gotta have all the things put down.
Are you talking about, what are you talking about?
Christmas party.
Oh, do you guys go somewhere like way off or something?
No, stay in town, but it's hard to haul it clear across town.
It is?
So very much, so they charge big time for it, $5 a
The
plate.
town isn't that big.
But it's hard to keep it warm.
a couple of miles.
Not a 100 meals.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't, we did a lot of it. Then you have to move it. If you're in the building, you cook there and serve it there, that's one thing.
What are you moving?
Christmas party for the county.
Food.
You gotta load it all up and haul it and all that stuff. Whoa. And you gotta someplace to.
Does the city still do one of those?
What?
Christmas parties for the employees?
They put it on themselves, the union.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Pushing around the courthouse tomorrow, but there's gonna be a bunch of cones around blocking the parking spaces until they paint them. So on this side street over here in the front,
The Tuesday is birthday, that's a,
it'll be done, you know, they'll paint them in the morning and be finished by 9.
when's it dry?
Oh, right away.
Okay.
So I'll tell them maybe wait till Wednesday. Court date. What time's court usually start?
9 a.m.
So I'll tell them to wait till Wednesday.
Be better.
Okay.
Court days seem that the parking's pretty,
Yeah.
okay, it's a, and there's a fair amount on the court list.
Okay, I'll tell them to wait till Wednesday. So Wednesday, I'll be calm down.
All right, next item on the agenda is,
Wait till Cindy gets here, maybe.
oh, yeah, okay, yep,
She's here. There she is.
there she is. Don't run like that, you'll sprain your ankle on the heel.
Dude, they're not that tall. No, thank you. I've seen worse.
Good or hidden clouds.
Discussion and action, MOU dispatch and facility, city of Dillon. You read through this? You want to comment? David?
John?
I've expressed my concerns.
I know.
No, the city, you know, likes it, but you know, what we brought to you the first time, so. If we cross off what the sheriff wants, I don't think city council passes, so.
And
You
this
know,
guy,
I don't have a problem with
Guy was involved in.
yeah, the one I think Skyler has one, I haven't seen the one you brought, but Sky wrote the one here, Sky and Cal. With, where they had the signature of the sheriff and the police chief.
And that works good with, I know, insurance liabilities and all that kind of thing, which is today's world.
So this goes to the city council after we.
Yes, because it was adding the stuff to it, so. But if they should pass it, because it's no change, you just add, you know, signature lines to it, so they should, you know, they approved it earlier, so.
We
looked through it.
I have, yeah.
I don't have a problem with it, I mean, it isn't the Bible, but it can be altered if it starts to flow.
The only big thing is it expired 1st of July, so. We've been without an MOU for 2 months now.
We made it.
We live
We live.
till some liability thing comes along.
Just read that.
No. We all three read it, the council read it, everybody read it.
Is this the one you said the cop signed it too, or?
Yeah, the chief.
It's all the same. They just put the
I can see the mayor signer on there.
Isn't that the one that,
I got the mayor signed it and then you signed it, yeah.
isn't that the one that has the, did you bring that?
Yeah, I brought the one with, that one page as where the
Oh,
sheriff and,
that's the Board of Health one.
oh, for that.
Do you have that with you? Doesn't that have the sheriff's signature line and the?
No.
police?
No,
And then that's,
mayor and me.
yeah,
Well,
that's the one we ought to sign.
But there's the one that has the sheriff, that's, the one with the sheriff and the police chief is the one for the county attorney.
That's right.
You have the one with the sheriff and the police chief? No.
I have whatever you gave me, John.
Yeah.
But the same, this is what I'm gonna say on that piece though. This is the same thing as that dang, Board of Health one. This is an agreement between the city and the county. It has nothing to do with departments.
No.
I mean, agreements get that way. So it's gotta be between you and us. Right,
Which it is, but I just can't find it.
Well, then not if we start talking about cop signing stuff.
Well, the sheriff signs on behalf of the sheriff's department.
No, he don't. That's what he said, these contracts, they shouldn't know.
So I brought all, that's what Sky wanted. He wanted the sheriff to sign.
Just underneath that part of the dispatch where they say, you know,
This one here has place for Whitford, David Went and Alvarez.
yeah, that's the one. Because mainly it's under that section where, you know, who controls it,
That's the one.
dispatch people, you know, or kind of the chain of command that both of them understand the chain of command there, whatever you want to call it, I guess. But then the whole agreement's under the city and the county.
But basically,
Well, I see what you're saying there.
the lead is Dave, and then Alvarez is, he's the landlord and Alvarez is the tenant, basically.
The only thing is if, like, Roselle wins the next election, we'd have to have him sign that, bring it back and have him sign it then.
Well, you just revise.
Yeah, revise it. You know, that'd be the only thing, or if Alvarez gets fired and have a new chief, before the 6 years is up, we have to bring that back and have more or less both of them sign it underneath, their leave the names, just have another signature line.
That's what Sky was advised to have on both sides.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. All right.
But there is Dave's the lead.
Then attachment A, top one of them's gotta go on.
And attachment A is the money thing.
Yeah, that's the. The attachment A needs to be on that one. That's the one we're talking about here.
Exhibit A.
Yeah.
That is attached to that law enforcement one. There.
Cool.
So who's all gonna sign it?
Well, the thing is signed by us. That's the,
The name.
yeah, that this contract's between us.
Yeah.
And the
Right.
city. And that's the.
So in that one there, if you guys agree to it, I'll have to take it back to the council because that was written by Scott and stuff.
Somebody want
Where he
to,
added those lines, make sure they.
Which one did the councils do?
The one without the original one you have. Through there. Because Sky added that part where the deputy signs it. Or the sheriff and the police chief.
I think we gotta sign the one that's already been through city council.
Well, then, yeah, then Sky added
The line.
that, he
Right.
added the one where the sheriff and the peace officer would sign. If David, had signed that one on me, I don't have a problem with any of it. Really. We signed our part and Dave and Alvarez signed, this is Sky thought that was good for the liability thing. Now, I don't know if council agrees with that.
Yeah.
but I
You know,
do
because
think
it's,
they do.
didn't change, all it is added the lines there, I think.
Didn't change any words.
Didn't change any meaning of any of the contracts. So.
so this one here still has to be signed, okayed by the council.
It's just signed by you and you, but you don't.
That's the one we wanna sign,
Okay,
in my opinion.
yes.
I mean, this, all due respect to that city council, you
Well,
said
that's
something back then,
sheriff.
it's gonna be.
This is the one written.
Police chief on it too.
This is the one written by Scott.
Okay.
And that's the one that the council approved?
No, because they haven't seen that one. I just got this the other day. And this is the one right here, the council approved.
And did we not approve it and send it to the city?
3 months ago.
Yes.
Because I've never seen it after we came here and,
We discussed it
Yeah.
3 or 4 months ago.
and that's where it kind of ended. I haven't seen that since then.
So,
Because when, was it 3 or 4 months ago when David was talking about things he didn't want out of it? And that's the last I heard of it.
And we changed the old one had 5 dispatchers,
Yeah.
now there's 6.
This is 6, yeah. I went through council about the 6th one. So if you read them, the only thing really changed is I had the 2 signature lines Sky had in there.
Which it doesn't, this is between the city and the county.
So either one.
Still has to go back to the council.
the council.
No, that one doesn't have to because they've already agreed to it.
Right, but then Sky wanted Dave and.
I feel whatever Sky put out there, I just throw in garbage.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
The signature, the Alvarez, I remember him saying something to me about it. He thought it was a good idea for the sheriff and the chief of police to sign or something, thing. That was, Christ, that was a long time ago, a month ago. He mentioned.
Well, I know, but it's in the agreement. They gotta do it. I mean, if push comes to shove,
Yeah.
and that's the same as the Board of Health thing, is that's where I still think everybody on that is getting wrapped around the ankle on the Board of Health one, is the Board of Health is trying to write an agreement between the 2 entities. And all we need is a signature from the mayor and the city that we're gonna have a joint Board of Health like we did 25 years ago. Then they can go through the bylaws and do all this stuff together, how they do this. This thing here, it explains, I don't know, what is that, $12,000 a year or something? That's the big thing in here that they rent from us. That thing's been out forever, so. I'd like to make, well, I think it's already done myself.
Okay.
Did we approve the same one you did?
I don't know if you guys did or not.
I think so.
I'm not sure either. Now, I thought I was understood, but now I'm confused.
Oh, can we reapprove it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'd like to make a motion that we approve it. The city council has already approved.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
I don't think it needs to go back to city
No,
council.
not now, because they approved it. I want.
Just then it would finally be, I'm afraid to go back over there and not get approved, and then we wouldn't have to accomplish nothing.
They approved that one, and it's,
Good.
if you guys agree to it, we'll sign it. Good
All
for
in
6
favor,
years.
signify by
Aye.
Alright,
motion carries.
alright, now let's look at attachment A, because they're about to get a bill.
It
Should
should
the
be.
attachment A clicked on there?
Let me see.
That's just the rent.
The rent and the half of the deputy or the dispatchers.
Half the cost of dispatch. Okay.
And that's what it is. They, about every quarter, they send it over there, and I think we send a check over there for that. I don't know if it's every month or every quarter.
I think it's quarter.
Gordon,
I think
and that's the one we always want that check before the end of June, because
I think it's.
we owe you money, you owe us money.
Who keeps that original MOU? Quick recorder or?
Yes, it's gotta get filed.
It's gotta get.
So once it gets signed, probably recorder, but I put a copy over there. I keep.
Definitely, yeah.
Transport.
I like to keep in my minutes where that original is. So, yeah. Hey, yes, we want to report.
Yeah, finally, I've got all our agreements, MOUs in one folder over there. They were scattered all.
And that's crazy.
That's.
Yep.
It's hard. John, don't leave till we get this.
Oh.
Put it in there.
Okay. I still am gonna be here for the other one too.
Okay.
What's the date?
30th.
Last day, yeah, I get a copy of that when he's done.
Hey,
Yes, or just the text is fine, and you know, either, whatever, whatever's easiest.
Gotcha. You want the next one too? 40,000?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's approved.
Where's the other one? Cause this one has a tip on it.
This one's the wrong one. You signed. That one has the chief
Yeah,
of police.
That's the chief on it here, I see.
That's got the 2-line signature. That's the one that.
That should be the one there.
Oh, that's what confused me, that's all.
I hate those documents with that signature page on a
Yeah.
page by itself.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
They just, well, they get clipped through the process.
Okay, that's garbage.
That's garbage.
Oh, I have to send it over to Cammy, get her to testify it too.
That just clerk and recorder.
Ooh, most of them I see. There's a clerk and recorder.
So you gotta get that tested at the
Here comes effective.
today. You signed today. She usually fills that in over there when she attests it.
So only the mayor and the chair sign, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Then the clerk and recorder signs and Cammy should sign it too, over there. Looks like.
Have her do it and then run it back.
Yeah.
Take the clerk and recorder.
Who's that? I'll take it back.
Mr. Mayor, I got questions for you, so I'll wait till you're done there.
Oh, okay, I'm done. I'm done. So the next one starts.
Oh, kind of long.
Okay.
No.
This agreement comes effective on the first day of 24.
More or less.
Oh.
He said to the 30th day of June of 27. That's what he said, so that's only a 3-year contract, if that's what's been done.
30th day of June.
They went that next meeting and I didn't know if they ever talked about that.
This is the effective, yeah, it is effective the first day of July. Today, that's,
The sheriff wanted that taken out, and I don't know if the commission ever addressed it after that.
But I think it was supposed to go to you guys to see if you would agree to that.
Oh, not really, they could have taken.
and I don't know who did this.
I thought that's what they did.
No, they didn't agree to anything.
Is this gonna cause a problem?
You can't do that. I mean, I hate them things too.
Exactly what I said. I don't like that at
I
all.
didn't, that's why I missed,
Right,
Um,
it should not be like that.
Especially the city of Dale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What's John said he's hanging for the next one?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, this Buick? Did we get some bids for that Buick?
Oh, the next one says Board's Health.
Oh, shit.
That's what John's with.
And then after that is
John's with.
We got, I know we got
Let
one
me
bid.
go find
That's
out.
one, man.
We gotta change to get this thing fixed.
Who Stacy gets that, doesn't she?
Office space,
Yeah, fine.
You're just making me look so bad. You're so professional.
okay? That's what you paid last year, I think.
2023.
Yeah.
Yep.
That number is the one that goes into 24.
Yeah.
So they're always off, they're, because we don't get the 24 number until 25. So we live with that number. So I think I want to get this thing changed. So it puts July 21 up here with this 4.1 and put the increase on that. Get this thing fixed. The Office Space City will pay, I don't know who made this.
I think that was the original one from last.
Somebody changed this thing here. I'm gonna have them change this, that you paid that much. I'm gonna go make sure that's what you paid last year. And I'm gonna put that in there. This rental change annual on July. That's what you paid, the city paid in fiscal year 24. Fiscal year 25 will go to this.
Is that for her or daughter or granddaughter?
Granddaughter.
All right, I'm gonna go have somebody fix this.
Fix what? Your page too.
I don't know how to fix the signature page.
Well, it's pretty easy.
Oh, then do it.
I don't have the, whatever.
Is it on their computer?
Well, somebody's, I don't know.
I don't know where it's at.
Sky or?
Sky might have the original one before you make it.
Yeah, don't be going back to Sky.
Okay. So do you think it's over in your office?
I've never messed with this one,
Okay.
changed anything on it, so I've never seen
Sheriff's maybe.
hair.
Mm.
Christina might have it on hers.
That's at your office?
You know, Christina, the director of operations, might have one on there.
Well, it's been a month since Sky talked.
Because I know Sky has had a copy of that original one.
Yeah, that is not. Mm-mm. I mean, it could be so.
Two pages, everybody to sign.
Having the signature page all by itself.
Is this the one that's? One from Dale and one from.
Yeah.
One from Lyle and one from Lyle. One from Dale and one from Lyle. But then, clear back here, everybody in the world, well, right here, we've got the chairperson in the city of Dillon. Beaverhead clerk, and clerk of the, what's all this over here? The mayor of Lima, town of Lima, tested by the city county attorney. I don't even know.
It was the last one signed in 2001.
I don't know. I don't even know who the city attorney of Lima is.
I don't know if they hang on the bars or.
Years ago, when what's his name lived around there, he was, this around, I think he still is. I hope not.
Betty Kinsley, deputy clerk and recorder.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
2001.
That was a while ago.
How about that wind yesterday, people?
Dude, we had to close our windows and sand and dust blowing into our house. We had to clean the whole thing.
Wow.
It was gross.
They didn't have any wind.
Oh,
I was
Did you get snow?
up
No.
I was up around Lima, there wasn't any wind.
holy moly.
Man, it was gross.
It was very intense. There's quite a few branches down like at the
How
park.
you doing?
Mhm.
Dylan's not supposed to be, is it?
Lately,
It was
definitely,
just
I guess, yeah.
That 20-degree
Right,
temperature change brings wind.
Boy, didn't it too. It was cold.
It was 16 home this morning.
Jeez. Well, it wasn't that cold.
29, if I have.
Of course, this is pretty warm for this time of year.
Oh, Lord, yes. At least maybe it'll freeze hard this week, which is good.
So are you gonna have to change this signature page?
I would like to, but that's just me.
For the Board of Health.
Yeah.
No, oh, for that too?
Yeah, that's what this is, Board of Health.
Oh,
I don't know
Oh, you guys.
who designed
Does
it.
this
That-
really?
That's, I have that one on
You
my
keep doing
computer,
this?
that one.
That one comes from the city.
Well, there's a lot of signatures for one thing, so.
I don't know what.
Because it has to go, you know, the Lima has to sign it.
Lima, mayor of Lima, clerk of the court, and clerk of the town of Lima,
what's,
county attorney, Beaverhead County attorney, and attorney for the town of Lima,
what's the date at the top? It's February.
city attorney for Dillon.
That's when.
Does yours have that too? No, that's not on yours. See?
That all came off.
Well, that's different.
That's an old one. That's the one that has the 2 for 2. See, that's got my sticker on it. That one's old. That's
Okay, that's the one I was
wrong
getting.
one. Isn't this the one that says 2 for Dillon?
For them.
For Dillon?
Where is this? It should be on the second page.
Right there. This one.
That's two.
Garbage.
That's,
Okay. Get it out again.
Throw the sticker away.
Does it,
That one says 1 and 1, 1 for Dillon and 1 for Lima, on the second page.
mhm.
I'll go straight to it. Oh,
And I don't know
Sorry.
about the signature
I
page.
just, yeah. Don't mind me.
oh, I can, you know, if they approve it, I'll bring another one over this afternoon.
Okay,
And then,
So you want all the signatures on one page?
Well, no. So this is either that
No.
or put on the bottom of every page what the document is. Because if this gets misplaced,
Yeah.
what is that? What is that for? I don't know. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I, either,
I don't know if he's got enough room to get.
yeah,
on
you
there.
don't have enough room.
But if he puts what the document
Unless you
is on the
put-
bottom of every page.
With you, that maybe with the signatures or the title of the document on each page.
That would make sense.
Okay.
That's easy.
If I've heard of it. It's been fighting for how long?
Oh.
Since I've been on.
It's been well over 2 years
I know.
at this
Well,
point.
you guys, don't you remember,
Drives me.
back in the day during COVID and stuff, George Warner always coming down
I'm
saying,
surprised- has
what
anyone
was
said
the
he
health
doesn't
board
start these
started?
anymore?
I haven't seen him.
He didn't even do his budget screens.
Warren, it's got all this attorney 101 philosophy.
Yeah.
You realize you're live, right? Just
Yes,
Don't
yes.
matter to me.
Okay. Okay,
Boy, going through that COVID stuff, that was something else.
it was something.
It was something.
It was something.
Up in the courtroom when we had them up there, whoa,
Yeah, those were no fun either.
well, they weren't bad. When I said, it's just like the legislature, you got 2 or 3 minutes and then that's it. Boy, they get excited. You got 15 seconds, click. You say, well, oh my God, I'm not done.
And they ran
But
through
the
the whole thing.
But the legislature same way, and they're rigid up there, you got this much time and that's it, period.
Yeah, but see, this is
They
different.
cut, they cut you
This is
off.
Dylan.
Well, it's just the only way you can do it.
Didn't you get reamed for those short times too?
I only said that one time, I think.
But up
During
there,
the
what was
gas
it?
station stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then really after, because everyone was there, went talking, only 3 or 4 talked anyway, so.
Yeah, they resolved the love issue.
It's all in state now, you know.
It's
And
all,
you're sued. You've been
it's all
sued.
what now?
DEQ, you know, until they approve it, it's
Well, that's no different than a subdivision.
a subdivision right now, they can start building if they wanted to, but technically the city, but
I wouldn't start if I were them.
until that lift station gets up to code and in the city hands, DEQ won't approve it.
But it'd be wise to wait for DEQ.
You talking about that big building?
Well, they
Yeah.
can kill the whole thing. so,
I
yeah.
sure wish it would get something.
Well,
So,
no.
Do you want it to be a gas
DEQ
station?
approves it all, then it's
Yeah.
good to go.
But I say if DEQ kills it, then
yeah.
You're a fool to start building.
You know, that's what it is, I guess they have, well, I don't know what they're waiting for. It sounds like they have all the money put together to renovate that lift station and stuff, so.
Love's got the money, not about that. They
It's
just
just a
gotta
matter
get
of
it
getting
through
it
the,
done.
You get it
word.
done now.
Well, it's probably late in the year.
You know, that's what they said. They were waiting for low water, so, you know, I don't know if they're gonna start this.
I want to start soon.
March is traditionally the lowest time, but March it's all froze and everything else. My wells are lowest in March.
But that's right, you know, they have a plan where they're gonna plug off the manhole over there and temporary line all the way across the field and up in to Rice Street. And they suck it all out and put plastic in it more or less, it sounds like,
I don't know.
new pumps. There's some type of, you go fill all the cracks and then some type of polyurethane, some type they coat the sides with. Make it like a brand new tank. So it says that one engineer when I was listening to him,
Kind of like a liner.
more or less liner.
Wow.
they're just doing something like that at the sewer system in Jacksonville.
Probably, after they do it, it'll probably throw off some numbers at the wastewater plant though. Right now, they're probably pumping out 100,000 gallons a day, fresh water to the lagoon. That's how much is flowing in there. It's
Oh, it's
constant,
that bad?
constant stream rolling through there. You know, you'd fill up a 5-gallon bucket in a minute, probably at least. It's coming in there.
Those cooking ponds out there, that is running.
No, their waters are running into this lift station, so they're pumping fresh water into it. But it's constantly running out there.
Well, which is why they're fixing.
I thought they were empty.
The old lagoons are empty. If you look behind her, that's all that mechanical stuff anymore. two front ponds are empty.
Oh, okay.
They're
That's what I
gra-
thought.
But they're gradually filling them up, aren't they, with material?
The old ones, yeah,
I see that down towards the dog,
yeah,
the puppy farm there.
yeah, that's all of Sky High Street there, most of it.
Did you get your sign up?
Yeah, got the signs up. I'm going to probably go down there after here to check and see if the one's still up.
After all that wind, that one.
The one on that fence over there, Judith's fence, it should stay.
Oh, that'll stay.
The one up there, I got a couple spikes in there.
Jesus.
You know you're late, a little late.
I know, but if you paid yet on this thing, you haven't paid any on this new contract yet, have you?
I don't think so.
I always thought they paid quarterly, but they said they paid monthly. So we're way behind.
No, that go talk, that's about my pay grade.
I know, it's above my pay grade too. I just found out the pay grade. We'll try to get that thing done before you leave or get it done today. Did we have another attachment A in that thing? That I scribbled all over? We gotta find out who did all this stuff.
No, I don't have another.
All right, so, that's got to be
Oh,
in bed.
I gotta do.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Somebody already fixed this as if this contract was done. And they got the one day wrong. So here's a perfect clean one for it. I started writing all over this son of a fudge. Everything's right on this except that, right?
Yep.
All these numbers got to be moved up.
Yep.
Betty had to do this.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
I'm gonna give you that.
I got the other one. Why don't you keep that with whatever you got up there?
So we don't get this all dirty.
Just don't write them.
I know, it. That's why I want to put my pen away and give this to somebody responsible.
Start scribbling all the time. Don't put it close to it.
This is this attachment.
Because there's.
This was done in June of 24. This is already done. The only thing wrong is that date.
And that should be
Which
24.
is fine.
Yeah, because I thought we
You
had,
don't want it.
we got that from, I thought, county.
Yeah, Betty, somebody had to do this.
So can we get a copy of whatever it is you guys are looking at over
Yeah.
there?
That's with this, right?
Yep, but it's gotta get fixed.
I certainly don't know what's going on.
You'll get the copy when, it's approved, the signature and all
Well, we
that.
need to know what we're looking for.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It is.
We'll find out now, I guess.
Next item. Discussion and action, addendum interlocal agreement, City County Board of Health. I have that. The one I have was done in 2001. I handed that other to you for the new one. Didn't I hand that to you?
Yeah.
No. didn't have it.
Yeah, because
Here it is.
the one that's in 2001 is the original contract.
Yeah, right.
That's, it's going to stay the same. That's nothing changing on that. That's going to continue on.
Yeah, this has got the same screwed up signature page on it.
And then-
I'll fix that one.
Then the only thing that we said we're going to add an addendum to this contract to form the governing body. So that original contract or whatever MOU or whatever it is stays the same. One from 2021 or 2001.
Okay.
Okay.
So all it is just adding that part to that creates that governing body.
That one that says Dylan 1, Lima 1,
Yeah.
page 2.
Oh, right here, yeah. Right.
That one say Dylan 1 and Lima 1.
Yeah.
That should be it.
Yeah.
So you can look this.
No, I'd make a motion to approve it.
there a second?
No. And the reason being that, and I don't care if you guys pass this, it's been going on forever. But this governing body, and I've stated it forever, there's a financial obligation there. And I don't even know if anybody's talked to the mayor of Lima. I don't know if they care. Last time I told him, he didn't care. But anytime we sign a document that gives our power away of a commission, I do not agree with that. That could be a case, whatever pops up. If the two mayors get together with one commissioner and pass something that the other two commissioners do not agree with, I don't think that is right. That's why the chances of it ever happening is not there. Where did this come from? The previous mayor and his counterpart of George Warner keep talking about that if we don't do this, if we change that agreement, then we have to go back to the vote of the public to see this. That is completely wrong. It has been passed by the people to tax for public health.
So why is this even in front of us then?
Because we need to put the governing board in there.
Governing body or whatever.
Because of COVID, the Montana legislature, there need to be a governing board. When the COVID hits next time or whatever, and everybody starts shutting business down and, whatever happened last time, looking back, everybody disagreed with that. Nobody would take responsibility. Our Board of Health pointed to the governor pointed back at them. The school board says, well, they make us do this. Nobody would step up and take control of that. So the legislature said there's got to be a governing body. And in my opinion, if we're financially responsible for this, the governing body should be the Board of County Commissioners. That's my opinion. And like I said, I've argued that. Nobody else cares. I guess the city, they want to be on this. And if this, like I said,
They wanted two, right?
They wanted to.
They wanted two and then Lima just is always there. And then they never miss a meeting. And then Dylan, they'd settle for one, you think?
Yeah.
So they'd be one voice. Lima, for what it's worth, is always there. They just kind of go in stride, if you will.
That's what gets everybody in trouble, when people just go in stride. When the next COVID hits and there's a big controversy over something like that, if you go just in stride, that's what happened last time. Everybody says, it's your fault, no, it's your fault. Everybody was pointing fingers and nobody would take blame for it.
That one says governing body on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, the five-member board.
Yeah. And we never even had a governing body the last time. That word.
No.
In that.
But nobody would take responsibility. When everybody was arguing about it. The Board of Health said, we've got to, the governor says.
In that original 2001 agreement, that was
Yeah, I think.
There's no governing body.
They mentioned the word governing body, but it doesn't say anything
It
about
doesn't say anything about
Yeah.
it.
The governing body came in the last legislative session.
Yeah, that wording come in the last legislative session. If you write this where the governing body is us and,
Last time we were here, it said less than one mayor. Because Dylan's got them all. And like I said, then they come back and said, no, there's gonna be two mayors. I personally disagree. I don't care what you guys think on it. That is my opinion.
Through all of that COVID, Lima always had a representative there just cause, and they're non-controversial. They were just there. They're loyal to the county. That's what we said they agreed to. Old Dave, and then now, what's her name?
But we're not talking about us and Dave Olson.
No.
This ain't gonna happen 10 years from now, 5 years from now.
Yeah, but by that,
We ain't gonna be here.
that time, it should be revised. 2001 from today is crazy. Just crazy. And I don't know.
I've said that since,
I
since
mean,
I started working on this 2 years
Sometimes
ago.
I wonder if it's worth the paper it's written on, to be honest with you.
That's why I asked, what are we doing this for?
Yeah, I mean,
Somebody's got to be the governing body in that thing, state law.
that's true. And I don't.
And the board, and that's what I said, that's why the board,
Richland.
Tom, you guys took this thing and been massaging it for 2 years.
That's what Richland County at that conference showed their governing board across there. I mean, there must have been 7, 8.
I can go get you 10 counties that says it's the county commissioners.
Yeah, and then there's the 10 that are the other way.
I know, that's what I said. It don't matter.
You have an opinion on this?
Except all I said is I'm not gonna vote for that thing.
You
guys
know, the original one is for the Board of Health, and that's gonna continue like it is. All this is gonna create a governing body.
Great, the governing body.
You know what it is, whether it's the 3 commissioners, 2 mayors, that's kind of what it comes down to.
I remember Richland County had the mayor Lambert, the mayor Sidney, and the 3 commissioners, and on down the line. There was all the way across the table there in Great Falls.
Well, I'm all for the commissioners being the governing body, but that's we gotta make up a whole new
Then we'd have to
deal to do that, right?
cut Lima right out of it, and then cut Denham. I don't know if Lima go for it, or Dillon.
Yeah,
I know Lima go for it.
You know, that's what it is. The council, the governing body is just commissioners. I don't think the council would ever pass it.
I agree.
Do they have to?
Yes,
Then you
because
got,
I can't make an MOU
then you got nothing
that gets
again.
into the council.
It's just a tug of war is what it is.
And that's what it is, like, the governing body, the only thing they'll ever come into effect is something like, okay, people want to shut things down, the governing body gets, no, we're not going to shut them down, or yes, we are. So it'd be,
Well, that was the stupidest thing that's ever happened. I hope they don't go down that road.
you know, and that's what it is, why the governing body is going to take care of their county.
Yeah.
Say, yes, this is what, how.
And that is exactly why this got thrown in there, John, because it should never happen again. And if it does, it's going to say, those people right there did it. And the way it's read right now, the commissioners and the 2 mayors. And if people don't like it, then that is where the next election you come out, you kick their ass out of it. That's how it's designed to work. Somebody's got to step up and say, no, you won't close these businesses down. And that's all I'm saying is that if that's a 2-to-1 vote or 3-to-2 vote, and 2 commissioners go with that, that is a direct, what I call violation of the Board of County Commissioners. That's all I'm trying to say on that one. The chances of it happening, whether the next mayor gets along with the county all the time like this, probably will be, it's no deal, but
You can't protect yourself all directions is what I'm trying to do. I mean, that's like saying you'll never get sued.
So we have a motion on the floor. We have one positive and a negative.
I know, so I'm not gonna second it, is all I'm saying.
You're not.
But I've been for 2 years, I'm telling the board of directors, or the health board this,
It's not I always say it's not the Bible, at least always.
it will be when the next COVID comes by, that is the Bible.
Well, you know, and is there something on the end of this that it says that has to be reviewed in 5 years?
It's been a while since I read all the way through it.
That's me. I remember that talk. They should review these things every 5 years at the most. Just should be reviewed. By that time, this one changes, this commission changes, and the mayor might change and that kind of thing, so.
You know, the big thing why they came down with the mayors is, like, if COVID hit and you guys said close it down, and as mayor I said, no, you're not gonna close my city down.
Right.
Then it becomes a battle
Or
between,
reverse.
in there, instead of, if they're, the 5 of us are on there, and they say close it down, I'd say, no, we're not gonna close it down, but the others 4 say, we are gonna close it down, okay, it's that way. Or there should, you know, yeah, I can complain about it, but I had my chance to say,
Or it's reverse. that don't close it down. Then there's somebody that's left out.
And that's kind of why they threw 2 mayors on it. Originally, they wanted a second person from Dillon, make an odd, or even number, then you're back to 3 and 3 and nothing gets done, so no, it's gonna be an odd number.
That's what I say. I think the biggest thing that's wrong with these documents is they lasted from 2001 to now. That's too long without being reviewed.
Okay.
They just cancel themselves out in 5 years if they're not reviewed. That's the way it should be working. Anything, to me, anything should cancel itself out. It doesn't-
But this whole thing was started with the vote of the people to do the 5 mills. That's what, unless you put it in the ballot language to go back out there, I disagree with the other 2 previous mayors. We cannot quit doing that.
I
The
agree.
people said to keep
People
doing
wait,
it.
good, we have.
That is the guts of the agreement is the funding of it.
I agree the funding.
So look at it
Stays
5
alive
years. I
forever.
mean, yeah, it should have been, always gone through, but
Whatever.
because nobody
I,
took charge in during the COVID thing, that's why the legislature put that piece in there. It's gotta have a governing body.
and the other thing I didn't amend my motion, I'd go for it as long as it's reviewed every 5 years. I mean, it gets reviewed, 2 out of 3 of us is gone, and the mayor might be gone, so it should be reviewed, to be safe, in my opinion. Every one of these, even the sheriff's thing, should be reviewed every 5 years. It just
6
should-
years.
6 years, whatever it is.
Sure, 6 years, I think it
Is that what it is?
is. 3?
Is it
Did
every,
you just see 27 on that thing?
well, it's 3 years, and 3 years wouldn't hurt, be bad either.
Was it
I'm not sure.
I got
ends
it.
in 27? Okay.
I'd add that to my motion, I guess you'd say.
Every
It
5
should be.
years or 3?
Well, that's what he's checking, what's that one say?
3.
Well, 3 is fine too. Because the world changes, the commission changes, the mayor's change, well, could be, so it should be reviewed. It's okay if that addition went on there, that should be reviewed. Now, the 3 years is fine if you want to keep them sequential.
Well,
At least there's something out there. But right now, there's just nothing, and so I don't know what the legal part of that is. No.
I'll second the motion.
And just review the amendment, apparently is what
No,
you're saying.
review the whole document in 3 years, along with that thing is that thing you review the whole thing in 3 years?
No, it goes away in 3 years.
That goes away, this one would go away too in 3 years.
No, it won't.
Well,
That's,
because
he
it's
said
funded.
that's got a mill levy attached to it.
Well,
Yeah,
that's true, but so this one, you just review this thing in 3 years, how you, whatever you do it. Because the law says you should have a governing body. So we should review the governing body every 3 years. That's all we're after, the governing body.
I'll second the motion. Any more discussion? All in favor, signify by aye. You say aye? No, I didn't think so, but I thought I heard aye.
That was a big sigh.
So what if I say no? What do we do then?
Then we have to start back
Then we
around
gotta-
0.
Then we start clear back at 0.
Then we'll send the agreement back to the city that says no.
That's, if all this thing was arguing about is the governing body, probably, because we're on the agreement just goes on.
Yeah, the other.
So we have to have something.
We have to figure out something for a governing body.
According to the law now, we have to have a governing body.
I say aye.
And
Reluctantly.
then, make sure in that motion is that review of the governing body every 3 years.
Motion carries.
Did you hear McGinley say no?
He said no.
You said no.
Probably get it to Sky to have them put it in their wording, how the wording goes, we need it reviewed every 3 years, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the wording is, to review it every 3 years, because Well, there's an election here every 2 years on this board. So the potential for change is inevitable. And then get a final copy for these ladies so they know what we're talking about. Because you got a question mark. right
So
there.
as of you sit, the way you did that, you're still chairman. Cause that didn't change a bit,
Who, what?
Tom is.
Chairman,
Of that board.
On the health board?
Cause they didn't change it, but before there was a lot of that stuff who was gonna get,
well,
That's what it is now he's on the board and
yeah,
then
everybody.
the chairman of the board will change now because I can't vote twice.
yes, you can. There nothing changed on that piece. You don't have to be, but no, you
I
can.
think, I know it'll come up that you sit on there and you're the governing body and you're the chair. We've heard that 10 times.
Well, then go read that agreement and the chairman, or the commissioner sits on the board.
It's easier
That's
but I'm not, I won't even be on the board.
So that's, you pull out the original agreement and read it. What, the county points like 3,
Yeah, it's the agreement's the same.
Yeah, but I don't
but it
need,
doesn't say the county commissioner has to be on the
it
board.
doesn't say a county commissioner. I don't need to be on.
You have to, the county has to appoint 3 people to be on that board.
Right. And I don't think it's wise to have a commissioner sit on the board.
Because that, like right now with that original agreement, it says that Dylan appoints 2 people and only one can be an elected official. Right now, we have Russ and myself on there, we're both elected. So that's what it is, that original agreement kind of hasn't been followed, I'd say.
Really, I think that's because they can't get anybody that wants to sit on
Yeah, we would.
it. That's what I,
And that's probably what happened.
that's how I ended up on the darn
Yeah.
thing. I couldn't get anybody that even wanted to go close to it. So. Anyway,
So I have a question, should that be in the agreement? Your
What's
motion, that it needs to be reviewed every 3 years?
yes,
Yeah, I think that's what the mayor said. That's gotta go, should go down to Sky or somebody,
whoever wrote this,
whatever, put that wording in.
and Sky can write this.
No.
Well, can you guys put the wording in and then we'll just have
Yeah,
Sky look at it?
Yeah, I could, because it's in there, I can forward it to Sky or I can put it in there.
Yeah, however, the 2 legal minds want to word that, who might argue.
It's a legal mind, it's not me.
Yeah.
But you can put it in there.
Yeah.
Get it right there.
He entered that, and he can enter that on the end, 'cause every 3 years, I mean, with the election here every 2, thought process can change that fast.
I'm amazed that this could be talked about in here right now.
Yeah, it surprises me, but. So.
So you're still trying to get that fixed, Becky?
Nope, I haven't.
Because you're still going to get it fixed?
Oh, yeah,
Okay. And then,
I just have to find it.
we'll get this bundle together, get it to Stacy, get it marked final. And
Copies.
then he needs a copy, we need a copy, and like she said down there, they need a copy. I don't know how the hell you set computers up, you bill these guys every month, but that's good to know.
Oh, it's an every month bill.
That's apparently.
That's what Stacy said she did.
That's been looking like.
Okay.
This should go whatever they send it to Cammy over the cards and they make a check out, I guess.
She dug up the book.
I don't know, I sign a lot of checks that goes to Beaverhead County, I don't know what they're for, but.
And for good reason. Just keep signing them.
Yeah.
But as long as I see checks coming back our way too.
Right? Goes both ways.
Yeah, that check flow both ways. Supposedly.
Let me go get a coffee. What's that?
We got-
Sealed bids.
Sealed bid, yeah.
You got
Once
them?
we get to the board of.
I haven't got them.
I wonder where they're at.
I'll get them.
Probably across the hall.
You like being on the hot seat there, Mr. Jackson?
What's that?
You like being the deciding vote?
Yeah, I don't like this whole deal, I can tell you right now.
From day 1, it's not been good.
It's never changed either somehow.
Well,
I thought the legislature would take that out, but I guess not.
Well, they gotta have a governing body.
But that's
I
like-
tend to agree with that.
Well, they should have put a little bit more structure into it, because for every county to be different is kind of ridiculous.
But it's that way in many things.
Oh,
I
They
know,
vary from county
which
to
makes
county.
no
That's how-
sense to me at
That's how
all.
they get the votes to pass, because every count, look at Butte Silver Bowl. Butte Silver Bowl's, they got 9 commissioners?
Yeah.
Well, Butte Silver Bowl is big.
No, it's a,
Oh,
it
it's-
doesn't have a
oh, the
city,
Board of
city
Health.
government's blended.
Yeah, so you.
City and county are blended. There is no separate city and separate county.
Uh-huh.
And there's 2, Anaconda and Butte.
Anaconda Deer Lodge is that way.
And then,
You Silver
but
Bow.
Fergus County is a charter government.
Fergus is a different kind of setup too. So.
Yeah.
If I know that my opinion doesn't matter, but I do have an opinion about COVID.
Of course you do.
And if we didn't learn from how things went and we just repeat
If
for
you,
down the road, we're silly.
And that's, I think, why,
That's government.
why the legislators set up this governing body, someone at each county level.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's up to you guys to make decisions.
granddaughter would have a red.
There you go.
Because that's what I've
Better
heard.
guard too.
That's before I got in there. People say, yeah, I don't like it, so I looked at it. And
It's-
that's, there was no,
Sharon won't even drive it in the winter.
Is that right?
No, that's-
She wouldn't drive it in the winter.
you know, 'cause,
It shouldn't
you
be.
know,
a
Sue was
slush.
running most of the
She was
things.
afraid she'd bend.
She was hired,
Yeah.
you know, we get hold her out.
And every
And
repair
that's the
went
thing,
straight
they
in.
want the elected
Heavy
officials.
garage.
Yeah, I'll bet that's the Andy
So
boy.
we're gonna get someone else in there.
It's- The only thing that we learn from history is that we don't learn from history.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And, yeah.
Okay.
Pardon me now?
I got your zipper here.
Oh, that's fine. Heaven's sake. Wouldn't
You
mind.
gotta wait.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
You're just gonna.
This one here, I was gonna explain why it got opened accidentally because Stacy was just going through her mail.
Oh,
and
and
looked,
good stuff.
So
Okay.
she put this note on here and said, sorry.
Accident.
I'll tell you what, the Chevy garage should have told me.
So what do you
They give me that 55 or
It's
57.
one of the county cars.
Sharon.
It's a
Was
06.
that right?
If
Wow.
if they match us,
Right, it's still
if she
dry.
do something like that 55,
I'll tell
she
her.
could have it.
Yeah.
But we do enough there.
How many miles?
101 or.
Oh, was that right?
5 or
This got 140 on it.
512, some low, just a hair over 100.
Yeah.
And most of those, when Mike got killed, she drove back and forth once a week to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
So she drove, pretty near 2 years every week.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next item, discussion action, open sealed bids on 2006 Buick. This,
First bid is from,
what's that?
who's it from?
Maybe you gotta
Pull it out of there.
Oh,
go ahead and
okay.
open it.
I was gonna explain this accidentally, Stacy Reynolds accidentally opened this because she was just dipping letters open, realized that this was a sealed bid, so she put this note on it to explain that, so. I don't know, and then she taped it back shut. Cy Briggs,
You wanna spell that?
C-Y Briggs, B-R-I-G-G-S. Townsend, Montana,
Well,
$1,525. Dave, S-A-R-A-A, Dave and Sarah Miller, I guess it is. $1,600.
I don't know if that's any blue book there. That sounds like everybody's sitting in that neighborhood.
What year?
Gene,
06.
06, yeah.
I bet Blue Bucks at
I think Gene said
3.
1,200.
1,200, 300.
I don't know.
Nah, it should look for more, Blue Book
Think
more
so?
than that. I think it looks, Blue Book's about 22.
That might be what she said. I wasn't really listening when she told me. She's a damn lawyer. I never listened to what lawyers say. Gene Bergerson. Holy mackerel. $2,312.37.
There you go.
Wonder what the 37 cents is for.
Blue Book.
Just in case, no, it's just in case
Postage.
somebody bids 23, and she beats it by 12 cents.
Yeah, that's what it is, someone blue booked, and that's what blue book is, they're at
No, wait.
37 cents.
It's
Say
probably
the number
Blue
again,
Book.
2312.
I'll bet it's about 23 of it.
Okay.
I'll bet
You
high.
got her?
I'll bet low book's 23. That thing really changed. when
She
it
is
did.
tight. I just don't believe, it's hard for me to believe that, so. Of course, she is worth a lot more money than she was a few months ago.
And then grandkids, hell, you spend.
Yeah, you spend all kinds of money on grandkids.
It's whatever.
Uh-oh. Oh, Randy Newman,
Oh, I know who that is.
3,000.
Yeah, I bet this is low book, and
Even?
that's about high book.
3,000 even?
3,000. Yep.
Yeah, that's about even.
That's good.
I told him, mine's
Who could afford to
7,
be a bid going on this?
2007, mine Cadillac got everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot
And
better
this
car.
is 55.
There's the winner, I guess.
Randy Newman,
Isn't he a famous guy?
well, isn't he a
That's Paul.
electrician or
I've heard the name before.
here's these. And the winner is, like, put a big star on that thing. On that.
Yes, I did.
Got a contact number and everything on that sheet.
Yeah. Just a phone number. 925, you want that? You don't need that in a minute, do we?
No.
Oh, 0912,
He's a Dillon,
doesn't say,
he's a known address, okay.
no address, just phone number.
That's good enough.
All right, Randy Newman, got a new,
We need a
you
motion.
do used Buick.
Motion to accept the bids and award the bid to Randy Newman.
Is there a second?
Second. Oh.
All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. That goes with it.
We need a call?
Call
Let's
him.
see, this here is what we're saying.
Okay.
Which is.
Yep.
The big Buick, the pie one.
Yeah, what's
What is that number again?
Supposed to be paving today, I don't know,
Supposed to be paying it like
Friday.
The best Buick. is
months
parked
ago.
Oh,
out.
yeah, but that's curved up there.
So,
Someone, I don't know what happened,
do you?
they got elevations
You
on it.
guys,
The first
do you
curve was
keep all
about
these
2
bids
to 3
somewhere?
inches too
I
high.
keep them in case he turns it down and you got problems.
yes. That seems to be a theme.
Till
on
the
streets.
vehicle leaves.
I know, I know,
Yeah.
it was all. Oh, I
He might back out or
Sky High
something.
Falls. We never got really,
Miss Ferguson.
really.
What do you want for
Oh
that?
my God, that was,
65.
it was a minefield, is what it was.
Pretty much.
I didn't know if I was gonna lose my car, and plus that turn up
I just
onto what is that,
Tires
Walnut
are
Johnson?
2 years old.
Yeah.
Johnson right there?
Yeah, that's one.
Right by,
Yeah.
whoever set
And
the
it looks
slope on
just like
that,
your other
I
car.
swear to God, my car's gonna roll over.
I mean, identical.
The only thing is.
And I'm not going fast.
This one here.
Did they fix that?
Mine, I don't know. That is good.
It should be the same level as the other part of the sky.
Oh, up and down, yeah.
I think so, because
This
the
way.
other
And
side,
you hit a button and a Venetian
We're
line
outside,
comes up in
a lot
the
more
back
than the new side.
and all this stuff. that-
It should be.
Hey, but
I'm just gonna, hatchback.
8 years before she
Yeah.
ever knew it, she hit a button and a Venetian line come up. Come find me.
Taking that turn was just like, don't flip, don't flip. don't flip. You would've got one heck of a bill if I did. It would've been on you guys.
Stage oil every
For
3,000
screwing that
miles
up
on
because-
3,500.
Plus, I wouldn't be upset.
The only thing that,
As long as I could
on
get
the top of the transmission,
Yeah.
the console, there's an electronic shifter.
Yeah.
It went out
I just
about
love sticks.
5 years after I had it.
Are you sure?
And it,
This counts?
the sensor wasn't bad.
No, mine-
They were getting to it. And then they put that.
Tiffany, my oldest daughter,
Drive.
drives stick.
It is no
Nobody else
no
can.
linkage. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I've had them.
That went out.
I learned on sticks.
And it's a
The
seven.
wife said she could, but
I learned on 2 sticks, actually.
So
Yeah, I'll tell them.
not made.
It's so hard to find them. And now that I've got one, I want to get rid of it.
people get lazy.
They said 5,500, 5,750. And out here, if they got it, they put 6 on it. Take that.
Yeah.
So, some of it, she goes,
See what else I can learn. Couple meetings on resort tax. I still want to push the resort tax, but I don't know if I fly.
Maybe if you
Because that-
bid it out
wait.
as, with a resort tax,
Okay.
we could put better streets in Dillon.
10.5.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That might get a few people up there.
Talk to that guy.
Bought a battery.
Might have
I
a
did this.
here or not.
So I'm gonna have
Public get together.
11.5.
Invite the guy from Big Sky.
But I'm taking
Like,
the Chevy
yeah.
garage, and I
Explain.
put it on that
Public,
diagnostic
right.
thing, started
Are we
saxing
talking
my
about the
view,
T-bid stuff?
and then it putted around Butte.
Or something else?
Yeah.
That resort taxes.
And if it's needs, it
It
says
just
it's
gives
got a
it,
weak spark
people
plug.
collect, you can more or less design what you want.
And I guess
Facts.
another thing is,
You know, like you wouldn't have a tax.
the spark plug wires get dry.
You could,
Well, they do.
you know, put on
And
here
now
and everything,
read
you know,
and
you know.
spark
cities
plug
can
wire
decide
kit for
this
that
is-
is
But just the city.
750
County
bucks
can't
or
do it.
something.
No, because it'd be inside. the
What
city.
happened to
But all
my
the stuff
e-bike?
happens in the county.
So you did.
The resort
Top
cars.
off the motor
But they come to Dillon for that.
and put spark plugs in, and if you're
Yes.
new spark plug wires to an old spark plug.
The only reason I like
Yeah.
it
You should
is
just put plugs in.
then people,
And I did that with that
the
car.
tours from outside the city limits that come in here every day to
Then
work,
5
years
years
ago, they'd have to pay taxes.
I took it in and he stuck
Then-
it on
Which
there.
might help
There
your
was
streets.
Yeah.
the
Since those are
diagnostic
what we
red.
Then
Plug wires were
the
weaker than.
property tax inside
So
Dillon
I
gets
just told them to put a
in
wires and
residents,
plugs.
because you have to, it's such a percentage. So to say, the residents of Dillon, like,
Mainly because Sharon was running back and forth the hell all the time by herself.
Yeah.
that's what it is. I'm
I
trying.
think
They don't
that's
want to break it
bad.
down.
That worried me.
Yeah.
Taxes.
Yeah.
I think it's because you still need those taxes to run the rest of
Yeah.
the government.
But then,
Lowering it just shifts the money around.
they say you make no money, because it's some,
They,
what the book, that green book, oh shit. It's like a percentage, so if you go over so much, it's a big formula at how it reduces tax, you know, the property tax, it comes down.
Also, bold, also has a bold
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen
sound
it.
system in
Yeah.
it.
You have to be.
Both
And I
got
have seen
into,
weird
you haven't
places.
got into putting monopoles back about that
I know.
period.
It doesn't have navigation, because they didn't put navigation in.
Later,
They
okay,
don't want
okay,
to block.
open another text, I'll update tomorrow.
Is Idaho getting painted or
Sad
not?
part about it, it'll confuse Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Center line?
Yeah.
center line probably.
What about the rest of the parking
It's
spaces
just available.
that are basically
Not-
invisible right now?
Which,
Glendale?
okay, I didn't
Yeah, I'll
know.
tell her.
Did they have parking spaces on there?
Yeah, I know, I park there all the
Okay,
time,
I'll let them
right
know.
next to the building. It's been several years since I've seen any lines on those parking spaces.
Tell them, they like painting.
Do they? I can tell with those steady lines they've got going there.
But I went to Helena the other day, driving through Boulder, you know, where they got the white lines where the people's supposed to walk.
Yeah.
In between those white lines, every one of them is painted red.
Yeah.
That is the brightest city I've ever seen.
Because I don't know where, Todd started on the grant for, I don't know what it's called, but it's like $3,000 for paint, to paint side, you know, for colorful crosswalks. I don't know if it, because that's when he kind of quit.
That's a lot of red paint though.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's.
Tell them how many gallons, you were telling me how far that paint stretched.
Yeah, they said, you know, all the lines here, they've used less than 10 gallons on High Oak Street and something like that. Along the crosswalk.
10 gallons on that whole street on a rough surface, I can't even imagine. I mean, it's so thin on there, but it must just spray on a mist.
Which is why you have to do it every year, it seems like.
Well, it's water, the trouble with it,
Water-based.
they won't let you use oil anymore, so it's water-based, so it don't matter.
He said,
Environmental.
I'm just curious, was the next highest bid, what was the next highest bid? I said, I don't have it in front of me right now, I can't remember, and I was thinking it was 23. He goes, oh, okay, because I was gonna say, let the next guy have it because my wife went out and bought a car.
So you can turn it down.
I said, oh, okay. And he said, but no, I submitted the bid, I'll stand by it, I'll take it.
In other words, this was a family discussion.
I know, there.
Never had one of them.
No, you clearly haven't.
That's what,
He said it'll probably be tomorrow, after 2:30 or something like that.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Trying to tire anyway.
Do you have the title? And
I
then
know.
The clerk probably does.
we need to get that? Yes, okay.
Notarize it. That's it. Probably bought a it was like that. Oh, it's not too bad, it's pretty nice. Sharon says, we'll take it. I guess we'll take it.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very constructive family discussion.
Well, it didn't make more, but I knew, all I had to do was open the door and look at it, and I knew we were on it before I walked in the field. When you're married 50 years, you can predict that pretty fast. She's the one that drives it, so I don't care. Matter to me. I'm living in the silver pickup out there, got 161,000 on it. I give it to the fellows from Mexico twice now, they took it someplace to shop. They were gone yesterday, I think they went to Beaverhead at home. The other day, they took it to move. They're getting ready to leave. And they buy gifts for
Family.
family.
Mhm.
It just astounds me what they buy here. They say it's cheaper here than Mexico. All kinds of stuff.
Like?
Clothes and vault tools and
Really?
you name it.
I find that hard to believe.
Air conditioners, trampoline, bicycles, volleyball, you name it. My bunkhouse looks like a department store from. They've done it for years. They buy a lot of stuff that they take back. Air compressors
Okay.
from Murdoch. Everything looks good, huh?
Yeah.
Wonder what this is. County Attorney Shauna Shippen, Wolf evaluation and $400.
I don't know.
That I never, I'll have to ask him. Mike Miller's name must be Robert. Michael Robert. Here we got Robert Miller, public schools, Greenberg Body.
Oh, I've seen that before, yeah.
Like myself,
Yeah.
my first name's Rick, my first name's Clifford. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my granddad, my mom's dad, was named Clifford. You know, his McIntyre was second name. Actually, his name was John Clifford McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody called him Mac.
Oh, for McIntyre, yeah. I can understand the name. You know. We had a kid in school, was an MC. They called him Nick.
Oh, is that right?
So this feedback thing is in Wisdom, not in Jackson?
Who?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Both. They're gonna do them in both.
I was gonna say, Jackson, I think is.
Well, Jackson has that school, deal for 20 miles an hour. And, no, that it's a group or a wisdom community thing. And I think there's some people in Jackson that are going to, they put over $6,000 together to buy these things. So.
That's wonderful.
Sorry.
No, and you gotta agree, there's just more traffic than there used to be.
Oh, yeah. So Stacy's reasonably sure this is the one. But it doesn't have a color on it. It just says 06 Buick Lucerne.
That's it, that's the only one they've ever owned, I think.
Do you have any other Buicks?
No.
No? Okay.
This has to be tested.
What, Stacy does that stuff.
Yeah. So you have to be here to be able to sign that, the new one? I don't know.
No,
Oh, just the.
we just sign off on it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go check it over after you've done this other thing.
I'm sure Randy Newman is an actor.
Is a word?
An actor or comedian
An actor in Dillon?
or comedian.
In Dillon.
No, famous person.
Oh, that must be a. couple.
Songs, he was a singer.
Yes, you were.
American singer-songwriter and pianist.
Well, See where old Chris Christopherson died.
Yes.
Just did, yeah.
88,
Yeah.
88 years old.
He was a man that got many talents.
Yes, he
did.
was. Yes, he was.
Had a college degree,
He was a highwayman.
yeah.
What was the original when he had the motorcycle? What was that movie? That's when I first,
Oh, yeah.
way back, when I was showing movies at the VA hospital.
Three guys were still where
Oh, something Ryder maybe?
yeah, you're right.
The movie, something Ryder.
I was surprised he lived, his mansion's in Hawaii.
I've forgotten. Easy Rider?
I think
Easy Rider, there you go.
he
Yeah.
was a much better songwriter than he was singer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But he had that,
He
they
had
had that,
this very distinct voice.
an Easy Rider, what did they call him, John Choppers?
Chopper, yeah.
With the big handlebars up like that.
Yeah.
That's what I told Sharon one time. I says, you know what I'm gonna buy when I get old? Her.
Boy,
I'm
yeah.
gonna buy a Harley, and then we can ride that Harley on Sunday. She said, I wouldn't get on a motorcycle with you, there's no goddamn way.
Joan was at Costco in Buter about 4 months ago last spring, and they come out with a new motorcycle, the Harley dealership that's just across the road from Costco there.
Yeah.
Butte. I walked over there and was looking at the brand new blue model, beautiful blue Harleys you just come out with. I asked the guy what that thing cost. He said 25 grand. I said, just a minute, I'll go get the boss and she'll write you a check. And we went over there and looked at it and she says, there is no way I'm gonna allow you to buy a Harley. I said, I'd feel really good riding back and forth to Dillon with that. She says it's 6 months of winter.
6 months. It's more like 10.
There. We were in Vegas.
They're going.
We were in Vegas and the butler, when we had the little bus,
Yeah.
the bus driver said, you wanna go see something different? Yeah. So he takes us to the largest Harley dealership west of the Mississippi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
And it was about a city block big, and it even had the shop and the showroom here, and the rest of the block was a simulator deal. You could get on one and drive through cones and up over roof hills.
Yeah.
Stuff like that before they turn you loose on the street and take a test drive, which was wise.
Yeah.
That is wise.
And then you could go in a room in this dealership, and if you wanted a certain model, they put a CD in or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And a screen would come up and you could ride the bike on there. So we sat in there, and I tell you what, you swear you were home with
Yeah.
tilt and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So we were in there, Sharon said, I'm gonna buy my grandson. This is the grandpa thing. I'm gonna buy my grandson a Harley coat. I said, okay, whatever. So she takes off, comes back with a hat. A little coat look, yeah, $300 or $200 or something like that. And she come back with a hat. I said, well, that's very expensive. She looked at me like, you don't need to know what I paid for that hat.
Well, it was tempting, but I decided not to spend 25 grand.
Don't lose that now.
I won't.
Because Stacy has written in there, she took a copy of that and said, handed original to Cindy. So I should write a note, handed the original to John.
Okay.
That, he had a what do I want to call it? Brushed,
Yeah.
stainless, like brushed.
Yeah, stainless
It
steel.
was brushed and had swirls. Whoa, whatever that thing was, but that thing was, clear back then was 30,000 or something.
Yeah. Just blows me away. Every one of these things is different.
Titles.
Yeah.
Wait till you turn around and start reading the crap on the other
I
side.
know.
Stacy, she filled out that, what I had
Well, I thought we'd have people here for this.
for the
There's
wisdom,
still time.
for the wisdom thing.
I don't know if they even know about it. I put it on myself. Yeah, I probably didn't even have. I don't know if it needed to be on the.
Well, if we're involved. know
says
about it.
discussion action, so I'm wondering what the action's gonna be.
Well,
Sign it. We gotta sign a encroachment agreement with the state of Montana. Otherwise, they won't do it, because we're the governing body.
Wait, I just don't even know what's going on.
Yes.
You're putting up a sign, a speed sign somewhere?
Yeah, them things that tell you how fast you're driving, you know, that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Wisdom wants them, and
Yeah.
the communities got together and put a whole bunch of money together. They had over 6.
Okay,
And they're gonna put 2 in Jackson too, on both ends of town.
but you have to sign the thing with the state.
Encroachment.
Encroachment permits.
Okay,
Which is, I think it's.
and they're hoping to slow down traffic along where?
Yeah, through town.
Through town.
Which is admirable, they want to do that, they're gathering money, so that proves their.
Well, they've been on me forever for the county to do it, and I said, the county's not gonna put signs on state highway property
Right away. It was,
and then take over the responsibility of
that's worse.
maintaining them.
Worse is to take over the electronics of it, but have to have a technician.
So we're talking Highway 43 then,
Yeah.
Yeah, and 278 Jackson.
for Jackson, okay.
I think it's more than fine.
I'm for it. I'm gonna donate some money toward it. I don't know how much, but
It's a nice. At least then if something happens, you know, it's
yeah,
recorded and all that.
yeah.
That's a good idea.
Here's the
Oh, I'm,
permit.
it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, it's not, you know, it's
I'm
pretty,
probably not gonna write about it.
okay.
It doesn't sound really controversial, unlike some other things,
Yeah, like health board.
Yeah.
like,
There's no emotion in that.
not just that.
I'll bet you there's some people get pushing this after they get emotional about speed.
Oh, yeah, oh, big time.
Oh, of
Holy
course.
mackerel.
They really get wound up.
Oh, this gal, why can't I think of that? There's, that name is all over Dillon.
The name's all over Dylan. That doesn't narrow it down.
Last name.
I can remember the name of the state of the gal, the speak gal for review.
Cold state. Kills it. What surprised me is when they were doing that last speed study discussion, they mentioned that there's only one speed study team in the state. That is really broad.
Yeah.
You said you don't have any, my,
Hi. Hi.
Again,
Again.
the fellows from Mexico,
Thank you so much, babe.
when they took off yesterday, the fellows from Mexico.
Scott.
Their
Scott?
last name is Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is.
She's the ramrod to this whole thing. She got all this put together through the state.
That's nice.
I guess it's past 10 here. Mike's on the computer.
You apparently have done with you guys.
11, I mean, 11.
You can do it anytime, I suppose. He's not here, he's not here.
Well, we'll just start. Here it comes.
You can't be bothered to be on.
All right, this is sorry.
For
Pretty well, I
anything
didn't
today.
even, wasn't even watching the clock. Next item is discussion action, speed setback sign wisdom, and the community up there got together, raised over $6,000 to put these speed limit things or speed things to tell how fast you're driving as you come into town. And the only way that it can be, the state will allow this encroachment agreement. And I have it right here, pretty simple.
We're the governing body because they're an unincorporated town.
And she told me, Janice Scott told me that Bacon, Kim Bacon said he would put the posts up. I think they probably have to, because they have to be special posts. They can't be something solid. They have to be hefty running until they break off. And I've been trying to get a hold of Kim since Friday morning, and I haven't got him. I was gonna drive down there this morning to visit him, but if I did, I wouldn't have made it out here till later. But I left him a message to make sure that that's the case. But as far as I know, the only thing that the county is responsible for is to sign this encroachment permit.
I think they're admirable.
And they're putting one on both ends of Jackson and maybe 3 in Wisdom. I'm not sure whether they're gonna put one on the old highway that turns down through town or not. Or maybe it's on 278 out there, but I don't know. You gotta stop at a stop sign there at the end of that, so I don't know if they're gonna spend that money or not, but they're talking at least 5, so.
I think if they're gathering up the dollars, and I'd support, I'd make a motion, we support them.
Is there a second?
Their efforts.
Yeah, I don't, it's a pretty simple thing, I think, and I've been asked 10 times since I got into this job, why the county isn't putting up those things, and I said, we don't put them on state highways.
On state highway right away.
So they're doing this on their own.
Great.
And, so I have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
You got it right there to sign?
You probably signed her
We'll see somebody down over at the cop shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a good week if I don't see you in passing.
I'll work on this and bring it to you.
You doing, what, can I ask you what the total number is and what the invoice is? I know she had a kind of a wonky thing on there.
Check number 21673.
Beginning,
Beginning.
21673.
173. Ending. 26. 21. 62. 20.
So we
She had a paper with a highlight on it. See that anywhere? The green highlight explanation of something.
17.
Do you guys have that?
What is it?
For the invoices, there was one paper with green highlight, right there it is.
This?
Yes. You had an explanation for something. Something about a $12 voided check.
$21 void check. Oh, they just keep track of these?
That's what I did, because when the auditor comes, he comes to me to make sure my minutes match the finance
That's
office.
what I was just reading this, okay. What's that, the payment is located there. Okay,
So does that match what you just gave me?
Of the check number.
Yeah, 216173,
Mhm.
ending 216220.
Yeah, it's just that one that, because now you're wanting the dollar amount.
Yes.
So the actual checks paid is 100,000, okay.
So that's the
Because they got two invoices, yeah?
100,121.
$98,800, 99,800 plus 300 is a little over $100,000, yeah, because that's two different. Right.
121,830.
I'm gonna say you are correct.
Thank you.
Scrivener's error. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
We got another one to put on next week.
Oh,
Ah,
that one of them was on a resolution. What's this one?
well, it's same thing, it's a budget resolution.
Oh, Kathy.
Kathy,
She sent that to me. She sent me the numbers.
so we gotta she said we gotta redo a resolution. So, I went talk to old Fat Fingers Mike, where the hell this come from, but anyway, we gotta put it on there. It's only gonna take 5 minutes, but.
Okay.
Resolution. Whereas, like I said, I don't know when it was Mike Miller's, his Fat Fingers or Dyslexic or whatever the hell word I wanna use.
You want it next week?
Yeah, we'll have to get it done.
It won't take long?
No.
9:30?
If there ain't nothing else coming up.
Okay. Okay, resolution.
24, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, and what's it gonna be called?
Amending resolution, I'll get you the number, due to Scrivener's error.
It's called the budget resolution.
Can I get a copy of the resolution and do it, go with this thing too, I guess? You think it's necessary? I suppose it is.
They want
For
a
the state highway department?
state highway wants a resolution. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So we have to put a resolution on next week's.
Yeah, that can't be today.
Can't be?
No, just a motion, I don't think, yeah.
We did a
resolution.
motion.
Well, maybe all we need, I'll find out.
Amending resolution such and so to correct, or do I don't?
Amending to, due to Scrivener's error.
And then the encroachment, the state will have to give us the locations
What's
where
that?
they're gonna put the posts.
That's all, yeah, well,
Yeah, and that's, the encroachment is the posts, right?
Yeah.
We just say that. You know,
So-
they'll give us the information to stick on the resolution.
You guys keep in
I don't know if we
mind,
need a resolution, I'll find out.
next week is a follow-up on the Trails Coalition, right?
9:30, we're doing that,
Yes.
9:40. Slip in another resolution.
Okay.
And just right now, just put intercap loans, then I'll get you the two resolutions spent up. Because Jackson Water and Sewer got to do an intercap loan, and we gotta do one to match it or something like that.
Is it inter or inner?
Enter.
Inter. Cap?
INT.
C-A-P-P?
One P, I think, yeah. I don't know why they call it intercap, I'll get it for you.
Or intercap what?
Loan.
Loan. Okay. That's the weirdest pencil ever.
That's why you have it, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Well, lots of my emails here.
That trails thing's probably gonna be a half hour at least, isn't it?
Always.
Yeah.
We still haven't come up with a solution for the gentleman. I got to thinking about the weeds that inevitably are in the north because of the quality of hay and all that kind of thing up there. We spread it on, the weeds all, we spread it on us and Amber will be up there spraying it all.
That in.
You're a little,
Make sure it's good.
You got minutes?
I do,
oh,
yes.
well, sit down.
Well, get them done.
Do you want to copy the old one? Okay, September 23, everybody was here. Did the Pledge of Allegiance and a whole bunch of other people. Well, let's see. Road Supervisor Bob joined the meeting. Bob said that Ryan Canyon Bridge parts are in, so hopefully that can be open this week. He got some parts for Blacktail Bridge, so they are getting ready for that. The crew's been doing some cattle guards in the alignment area. Speed bumps have been removed from the street in Oneida. The letter has been sent regarding the Buster Brown property. Sky commented that he will meet with Bob and the commissioners later this week regarding this. Clerk and Recorder, and that's a list of everybody in here. David Wentz said there are 15 downstairs in jail right now and 2 in Warm Springs. It's been a slow week. Jack said a new admin has been hired and she will start in 2 weeks. He has an estate planning class on September 25th. There will be a free dinner. He will be taking soil samples this week. He also advised that 4-H enrollment starts on the 1st, which I have an advertisement. Ron and I got to go to the Freedom Ranch. You know where that is?
I know.
We, Linda, who used to own Wise River Club, she sold it after her husband passed. She invited us to come and join for dinner, for their final dinner. They have prime rib and it's a big celebration. They get awards and everything, all the vets. What opportunity that was. We got to sit with all the vets that have been there for 2 weeks, trying to, heal up and learn fly fishing and just get out. It's so beautiful up there too. Oh.
Well, you need to send a letter explaining that to that lawyer that lives next door from Washington that hates that up.
The one up on the road, that big house.
Mm-hmm.
He sues that outfit all the
That's right, he fought that every step of the way.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was impressed and moved and.
That's good to know. I
So
didn't know
proud.
exactly what they did, totally.
Showed us all the, what they do. They each get well, this is a picture of the inside. It's
Yeah.
beautiful inside there. They each get their own, what do you call?
Oh, they play tic-tac-toe too,
Yep, waiter outfits. They moved this barn from somewhere.
huh? Yeah, just up by the highway.
And
That was the old gloss place.
they all get their own waders and own coats and own fly rods. They don't keep them, but they have them the whole week.
Yeah.
Their own little cubbies. It's tremendous. I couldn't say enough about it. And
What did they feed you?
prime rib.
Oh, my.
Yeah, and Linda does all the cooking and stuff. She bids for it, gets paid for it.
That's nice for her too.
So nice, yeah. All right, back to business. Jack said the new, I already said that, okay, dinner, blah, blah, blah. Tracy said his office has been moved upstairs, has been helping get everyone else settled with computers and printers. He got a new TV for the bullpen in jail. Shauna said she also has been helping to move offices like crazy. She has had scrubbers installed in the furnaces, so that should help with air quality. New heaters will be installed in Tracy's old office. A heat exchanger has been installed in the treasurer's office. A falconer has started to collect flirtatious pigeons and get them out of our hair. No, I didn't put flirtatious. Shauna will be preparing the commissioner's room for elections. Stacy commented that she and Tina went to Billings to get the ballots, which will be available to pick up on the 7th and will go in the mail on the 11th. Her office is in full election swing as of now, 43 days and counting. Joyce said she had a meeting with Forest Service regarding opening up the pool up at Elkhorn completely. They need to comply with some septic issues as well. She also has been doing more inspections before winter. Rob stated there was a planning board meeting last week. Amber stated she was trying to finish up the railroad, which I don't know what that means. Finish up the railroad.
Spraying out the road.
Spraying the railroad.
Okay.
Just
She's
put
probably
railroad right away.
Right, okay. All right. The helicopter will be spraying close to 1,200 acres. John went to look at the new building last week. There was a little issue with the sealant not drying. She will be working on that. They are finishing up with the fall spraying. She's very pleased with the weed whacker ball results. Becky stated she attended the Mako meeting for finances. Ian said they are working on getting the new TV and the bullpen in the jail. He thinks he will be losing another employee in the next weeks. Randy said she will be attending judge school this week. Bull will attend the clerk conference in the spring. Sky said he is staying very busy. There will be a bunch of hearings in district court this week. He knows several will be going to trial. Several matters continue to pile up too. Another commercial. We had our wood bank potluck picnic yesterday, and Candy and John are on the board, and they also do a lot of deliveries and stuff. But you gotta see poor Can. She had shoulder surgery, and it's like the second one she's had. And then John, of course, is dealing with the prostate cancer stuff. But it was so good to catch up with her. She was like, tell me everything.
She's about this big.
She's very, very thin, yeah. Okay, previous minutes, September 9th were read. Rice moved, McGinley seconded that they be approved. Clark Creek Road, Forest Service Road Supervisor Jeremiah Sperry, Dillon District Rangers Sarah Rouse, Special Uses Jeff Ingalls, and Gina Fleming with the Forest Service joined the meeting. Becky, Tracy, and Sky remained in the meeting. Sarah began by saying that they just wanted to touch base about Clark Creek Road. They are still working on that road section and want the commissioners to take a look. Jeremiah said things are progressing slower than planned. They will be out there this week and want to be sure they hold up their end of the deal. The commissioners will go up next Tuesday the 1st at 9 o'clock at Clark Creek to meet with them. Commissioner McGinley said there's a big difference between an easement and a county road. A county road remains forever, and easement does not. We want this road to become a county road. Gina said the Forest Service wants to turn the easement over to the county. All of their easements state that they can be transferred. Gina said that she is working with Granite County dealing with the same thing right now. Sky said the most efficient way to do this would be to do the easement transfer first, then the process of declaring it a county road. Discussion ensued regarding the length of the road beginning to end. Commissioner McGinley expressed concern that it all comes down to access for the subdivision up there. Sarah said it would be great to all be on the same page, so this meeting is important. Forest Service has easements across state land too. Sky thinks it should stop at the junction of Rio Blanco. Jeremiah stated that next Tuesday will be a final walkthrough for the commissioners and Bob. Am I correct so far? It's confusing to me. Commissioner McGinley asked if all the gravel is off the caches yet. Jeremiah said not really, but they got out of there. There seems to be a lot of confusion about this situation. More discussion will take place next Tuesday while they are out there. Sarah commented she will reach out to Tim Egan and get his input as well. If the commissioners have any questions, they can contact Gina. She said a resolution needs to be drawn up to begin the process. Examples of the language has been sent to the commissioners. Sky will look over these. Commissioner McGinley asked if the easements have to be renewed or are permanent. Gina replied that they can make it permanent. Also, it will be recorded. Sky asked if there is any clause that says that an easement is not assignable, to which Gina replied, no, they can make easements assignable. He thinks we should go back to the drawing board and start new. Mike thinks we should just start the petition process by public hearings. Sky said the whole reason for doing this is so the Forest Service can never shut the road down and end access to everyone in the subdivision. Everyone thanked the commissioners and the meeting ended. Fire restrictions. Jack, Tracy, and Sky joined the meeting. After brief discussion, the following motion was made. McGinley moved, Rice seconded that all burning restrictions be rescinded. A verbal vote was taken, motion carried. Extension County Agreement. Extension Agent Jack Bazemore joined the meeting, began the discussion. This agreement is regarding Beaverhead County. Continue to pay about half of Jack's salary. Rice moved, McGinley seconded that the agreement between MSU Extension and Beaverhead County be extended to June 30th, 25. A verbal vote was taken, motion carried. Axis Canyon. Michelle Stephen Hazard, who I remember from Justice Court. Sally Cobo, Zach Medina, Rochelle Horning, yada yada. Planner Rob Makarowski joined the meeting, began the discussion. He read the findings of fact aloud with the site-specific conditions. McGinley commented that there needs to be a correction as far as Dillon Police Department going out to the subdivision for emergencies. It should be Beaverhead County Sheriff's Department. He also expressed concern regarding solid waste septic systems. Cindy read aloud an email that was received from Francis Kobu, landowner next to the proposed subdivision. His wife reiterated the facts in the letter. They are not fans of subdivisions.
Totally with
But
Zach,
they were so concerned about the land, they should have bought it.
well, they have those. They're on there. Anyway. Zach commented that the owner feels that this is the best use for this land. Michelle is also an adjacent landowner. She feels that it would have been a courtesy for them to be notified about the subdivision.
They don't have that law.
Okay, I just now got that. They may have been interested in buying that property. She doesn't feel that the covenants are consistent for that area. Michelle really thinks the landowner should have spoken with the adjacent landowners. Commissioner Rice asked about the HOA, to which Robert replied, yes, there are extensive covenants. The DEQ will review the septic and their locations. Mike asked how the 20-acre lot was created. Rob replied, it is not a subsequent subdivision. Following motion was made, McGinley moved, Rice seconded, that the Axis Canyon Estates minor subdivision preliminary plat be approved, including the conditions. A verbal vote was taken. Rob commented that once he gets the final covenants, he will be sure that the neighbors get a copy. Recess 12 noon, reconvene 1:30. Sign-in sheet was passed around for the speed study. Chairman Jackson opened up the meeting. Michelle Reynolds began by stating that for the second time since 2018, their property has been damaged by vehicles running off the road because of speed. They are petitioning that the speed be reduced on that section of the highway where the zone turns from 45 to 60 all the way to the Jackson turnoff. She read the petition aloud. They are concerned for the safety of their children. She also noted that because of the recent change of the football field, it will be an issue with more traffic. They have the support of the hospital staff as well, which I never thought of that, but that's true. That football field being there.
Yeah.
Kathleen Hiller reiterated that Michelle said, it is impossible for pedestrians to cross that highway as it is right now. She would like to have a crosswalk right at the Southside Boulevard, also possibly a sidewalk by the football field. And we don't ask much, do we? Gary feels that if the speed was reduced, the road would not need to be revised as it seems is in the works right now. Commissioner McGinley asked the MDOT representative what the process would be. She stated, that's a typo. She stated.
This thing brings back big memories.
She stated that there seems to be enough support so that really is the first step. From there, the department, who typed this? The department takes over and it is a lengthy process. It would be most likely next year before the equipment could be on the ground. She spoke about crosswalks, etc. There's always ADA stipulations that need to be adhered to. Same thing for sidewalks. Ultimately, it all comes down to money. Encroachment permits are also involved. Commissioner McGinley asked her about the crossing in Lackner Lane and if there's something in the works. She stated that she would like to get together with him a bit later. Mr. Jackson asked if there is a cost to the county for the speed study. She replied no. Gary emphasized that safety is their main concern, especially for children on the school bus crossing the highway. Carly suggested that speed be reduced all the way to Barrett's Park, since it would most likely need to be done in the future anyway. JB challenged the commissioners to go out and take a look for themselves. It is extremely dangerous the way it is right now. It has been witnessed when children were getting dropped off their homes, that huge trucks screech to a stop and then wind up in the borrow ditch because they were traveling too fast. Rice moved, McGinley seconded that a speed study be done on Highway 91 South. A verbal vote was taken, motion carried. Everyone present thanked the commissioners for their time and attention to this matter. No invoices were paid this week. Meeting was adjourned at 5.
Any additions or corrections?
Move to approve.
Second. All in favor, signify by
Aye.
aye. All, motion carries.
Thanks, guys.
You know, this thing about kids, safety of kids out in the street and the roads all the time, it brings back a lot of memories, because when two of the ones we adopted, we had this Williams place leased out here, Reeves Lane, and yeah. They'd get in trouble and I'd hand them a butcher knife and say, go out and play in the road, kid.
Who are you? Who are you? Okay, I think my next step.
Who's mine is kids.
Yeah, yeah, they didn't mean a hell of a lot to me, I thought.
You can get another one downtown.
So, who's on the thing this afternoon?
I guess I am.
Okay,
John.
Oh, I am too, yeah.
can we have 2 of them on there without, because that's a quorum, doesn't matter, okay. And, do you guys have the questions or people or anything yet?
They're
The question.
questions, they got them done. So,
I don't know.
Okay,
Stacy got it.
Stacy, yeah,
all right, so we are done, we don't have any more.
that's it.
I'm gonna get this up here.
Does that work from your hand?
Yes, it does, better than
I
there.
think you got it up too high.
Well,
Do
it's on
not.
that tab. She just erased you.